HK-47, the lethal assassin droid that would reap terror across the galaxy in order to serve his master and maker. But who or what exactly is HK-47? HK-47 was constructed shortly after the conclusion of the Mandalorian Wars by none other than Revan himself. The Mandalorian Wars were brought to an end with Revan using the Mass Shadow Generator, a superweapon that destroyed almost the entire Mandalorian fleet and all those in its vicinity. Revan believed that the end to the Mandalorian Wars were particularly destructive, and for this reason sought a way to ensure galactic peace in a more subtle manner. For this reason, Revan constructed an assassin droid from an old circa HK-24 model and added several unique upgrades of his own design. These upgrades turned HK into a killing machine that would discreetly remove anyone who threatened galactic peace. No super weapons, no mass devastation, just one droid with an insatiable bloodlust. HK also assisted Revan and Malak in finding the Star Forge. As well as this, when the two Jedi turned to the dark side, HK continued to serve his master. HK's personality led him to become a perfect tool for a Sith Lord. In fact, it was during this period when HK coined the phrase meatbag.
Answer. It was you who programmed me thus, Master. Your pupil once asked me what I thought of him, and I informed him of his meatbag status. He was unimpressed. But you found the reference humorous. You changed my programming so that I would continue to use the term. It drove your pupil to extreme lengths of frustration.
Around the time Revan was captured by Bastila Shan after his apprentice's betrayal, HK was caught during a mission in Mandalorian space. Being a Sith assassin droid, HK-47 had his memory completely wiped before he went on a mission. This meant if the droid was captured or destroyed, then no information could be salvaged from him. For this reason, HK was reprogrammed to serve one of the Mandalorians. This Mandalorian used HK to boost his rank in the Mandalorian military. However, during a failed assassination attempt, HK ended up assassinating his Mandalorian master, and therefore shut down upon his master's death. HK was sold from owner to owner until he had ended up on Tatooine, where he was reunited with his lost master, Revan. However, Revan had had his memory wiped by the Jedi Council, and HK still had no memory of his master. Revan bought the droid to communicate with the local Sand people in an attempt to stop them attacking the nearby HK-47 facility. They succeeded and managed to reach a peaceful outcome, despite HK's personal opinion that the duo should have simply wiped out the Sand people. HK did eventually have his memory restored when his master Revan was reunited with his former apprentice Malak. This allowed HK to access his memory banks and remember his past with his master Revan. HK assisted Revan in the destruction of the Star Forge and his former apprentice. He was even honoured as a hero by the Republic. However, when Revan ventured into the unknown regions, he chose not to take HK with him, wiping the droid's memory over the past 4 years so that HK couldn't find him. HK was left at the Jedi Temple as Revan hoped over time the droid's murderous appetite could be cured. However, HK did not stay with the Jedi long. Eager to find his master, he went out alone in an attempt to find Revan. However, HK became badly damaged and was recovered by another of Revan's companions, T3M4, who stored the battered HK aboard the Ebonhawk, Revan's old ship. It was here HK met Surik, a former Jedi who had escaped assassination by the new Sith Order. HK-47 was eventually partially restored by Surik, using HK-50 parts. When HK learned of the HK-50's existence, he saw them as an insult to his legacy, especially when he learned they used the term organic as opposed to his own term meatbag. HK chose to join Surik so that he could destroy the HK-50s. After completing his time with Surik, they parted and HK once again resumed his task to search for Revan. It took him 300 years, but eventually he was reunited with Revan, although it was a short-lived relationship, as the Sith Empire sent a strike team to put an end to Revan's plans. HK was salvaged and served multiple masters, including Darth Malgus, upon his attempt to usurp the position of Emperor. HK was even present on Yavin 4, where he fought alongside his master's side for a last time, before Revan was finally killed and became one with the Force. Sometime between the Galactic War and the Galactic Civil War, HK's scrapped parts were taken from Yavin to the volcanic world of Mustafar. Here, Separatist scientists were baffled by the droid's advanced programming and attempted to harness his power for the Separatist army. A complete army of HK-47 battle droids were prepared to be made. However, Darth Vader and the 501st put a stop to the plans and the Separatists altogether. HK-47 managed to hire a group of spacers, who unintentionally helped him manufacture and take control of the entire army of HK-77 droids. The spacers were able to defeat HK and his droid army, however HK survived yet again and sarcastically gave them a holotrophy of himself. What happened to HK after this is a mystery. However, sometime during the Galactic Civil War, the droid had grudgingly become integrated into a jetpack. It's arguable to say that this droid sculpted the galaxy as much as his master did before him. One thing is certain, this droid and his addiction to destruction cut short many careers, but may have also prevented far more devastating conflicts.